Hey there, I'm Slightly Froggy, and welcome back to my stream. Today, I'm continuing my playthrough of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair. Now, where we left off last night, less than 24 hours ago, we got to the investigation part of the fifth case, which we found the body after a lot of things happened last session. Essentially what happened was, we tried to capture Nagito to tie him up to stop him from causing trouble. That didn't work because he just decided to set off a bomb and then threatened that unless we find out who the traitor is, he was gonna blow up the whole island. Cue, everybody panicking and freaking out and searching the island for 2 days until the timer was supposed to go off. Now, we finally tracked down the bombs. They were in the factory on the new 5th island. We get there, we don't manage to stop it from setting off, but it only sets off fireworks. Turns out Nagito didn't have any bombs, and he was just kind of hoping it would trick the person into it. But he was going to be in the warehouse next door, we could meet up with him there, and he would tell us who the traitor was, because he managed to figure it out. Now, when we got there was a fire, and we tried to put it out. It did not work, and when we finally got all the smoke and the fire taken care of with the sprinkler system, we went to investigate and found Nagito there, killed in a very elaborate way, is the best thing I can describe it as. There was a lot happening. He was stabbed through the stomach with what looked like a pole. He was tied up at the wrist and ankles, but he was also stabbed through a hand. Hey there, Persona fan. I'm too embarrassed to say hi because it's been a long time since I was one of these streams. Oh, you're always welcome to come in. Don't worry about it. Sometimes people have stuff going on and they aren't able to stay for the live stuff. I get it. Life happens, trust me. So feel free to chat. It might be a little quieter today. It's a daytime stream. I don't have work today, so I figured I'd take advantage of it. And I get the feeling this is going to be a long investigation. So it's probably better that I've got a bit more time to do this. Otherwise, this might be spread out over 2 nights. So today, we're going to see if we can try and piece together exactly what the hell happened. Because it looks like Nagito, who, admittedly, I don't think is actually dead. I don't trust Danganronpa games, and I don't trust Nagito. I don't think he's actually dead. I might be completely off base here, but nah, I don't think he's dead. We should be getting the death announcement, though, as soon as we start up the save file. If he is actually dead. I don't know. This wouldn't be the first time, especially with the first game, that Monokuma and somebody's played around with what constitutes a death, or how death announcements work. What do you mean long investigations? Every investigation is long. I know, but we're coming up on sort of the last arc of the game, so part of me is thinking that this one's going to be an exceptionally long investigation. Especially because there's a lot of running around leading up to it, and we're still not entirely sure who the traitor is. The game seems to be hinting it's Sonia, but I'm not entirely sure. I think it might be her, but when the game starts giving out hints like that, it's okay, I get the feeling this is a red herring. This is meant to make me think something that's not true. There's probably an explanation here, but I don't know. It's a tricky one. Alright, so we'll give it a couple minutes, and then we will get started. So actually, I'll turn on the music, so that way we've got some tunes going, the menu, and I actually need to just head off somewhere for just 2 seconds. I will be right back, and then we will get started. Right, I'm back. Imagine the traitor being Sonya, that would explain a lot, but then again, in Danganronpa, anything can happen. Trust me, I've played all the games. Yeah, like, admittedly, I've only got one game that I've played aside from this, like, the first one. And I don't know, if anything, it's taught me to never take anything at face value, question everything, and if you've got a theory, even if it's something, like, really out there and strange, just throw it out there. Like, it's got a very good chance of being true. These games are never straightforward. So I'm thinking it might be Sonya, but I'm also thinking somebody in the party might be a robot, because we did see a robot person being built in the not the factory, but like the Sea King Industries building, and it looked like a female, and she looked kind of pale, so I don't think it's Chiaki. I get the feeling it might be Sonya, especially with the fact that Sonya was sort of, when we were looking for the bomb, she was being very evasive, and she wasn't where she was supposed to be, that's pretty sus, Sonya. But of course, Kazuichi's like, no, she's my princess, there's no way. Mind you, if she was a robot, would he like her more? Because he's the mechanical guy. I feel like he would. I feel like, it's like, I mean, yeah, she's not like a real girl, but like, I could like replace her with parts and stuff, like... Remember this, rule 1 of Danganronpa, never get too attached. Man, I've already failed that. I already broke that rule. I love Chiaki, and I love all these losers, to be honest. Like, hey there, Kay, welcome back to the stream. You got here just in time. I'm just gonna give it a couple more minutes, and then we're about to get started on the investigation. Oh, here to say hi. Alright, oh, you're on your lunch break, I'm guessing. That's the thing with Danganronpa, it's like, you've got all these goofy characters, it's hard not to get attached. It's really hard. Because you love all these little losers. You love them, they're great. Alright. So hopefully you're enjoying your Wednesday wherever you are. We're halfway through the week, getting close on the weekend again. There's too many things to do around this time of year. Hey there, JJ, welcome back to the stream. Sonya was killed and Soda replaced her with a robot that hates her creator. I tried programming her to love me, and instead I accidentally got the ones and the zeros mixed up, and now she hates my guts. I keep trying to mess with her programming again to fix it, but she won't let me get close. Maybe it's because I'm kind of a creep, I don't know. I've had experience, got too attached to the Chapter 3 killer, and look what happened. Oh my goodness, Chapter 3 killer. Oh, Mikan. That's the thing, they all start to blend together. I'm trying to remember the different cases. That was Mikan, right? That's the thing, you gotta flip a coin with your Danganronpa characters, because there's at least like a 50% chance that the character you like is probably a cold-blooded killer. They might have their reasons, they might be a sympathetic killer, but murder is still murder. Gundam said that, after he murdered. Mind you, it was like a mutual sort of sacrifice, I think, in their case. Alright, well, I think it's about time we got started. I don't know if I need to worry about picking up anything, like, present-wise anymore, because I know we can play the machine game, and I can buy... Oh, actually, I did want to buy some things. Oh, the water. Yeah, I ran out of mineral water. Buying girlfriend. Hey there, Kwa. Welcome back to the stream. I'm just stocking up on water. I might not even need all this, but I've got so much money. Who cares? Is that at the store? Oof, the title. Yes. Hey there, Olaf. Welcome back to the stream. Yeah, well, I'm just doing the vending machine extra before we get started, since we found out we can do that. I only just found that out last session. I'm just getting 10 mineral waters, just in case. And there we go. All right, time to get started. Eventually, the shock finally registered with me. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Oh goodness. I want you to know this. Chapter 1 was about killing a close character. Yes. Chapter 2 is about killing a character close to someone. Chapter 3 is a double murder. Yes. Okay, so it was the Mikan one. Or it was Hiyoko or Ibuki, I guess in your case. 4 is a sacrifice, yes. What happened on the first chapter 5 and think... Yeah, and that's sort of why I'm thinking Nagito's not actually dead. I'm thinking it's a misdirection, I feel. It's a fake-out death. But then again, they do like putting a different sort of spin on these ones. You think it's one thing, and it does come back around, but usually not in the way you thought it would. Like Chapter 4, in this case. A numb feeling spread from the center of my brain almost instantly. Oh, yeah, that's not good. Oh, and there's slashes on the leg, too. Oh my god. I'd hope they would change something. Well, they are. Would Mondo Kuma die? Ooh. You mean Monokuma? Monokuma always kind of dies, but then kind of comes back. I'm not sure in what context Monokuma's back in this one. Man, this is grisly. What? Okay, so I want to know, what is that thing that's next to him? Like, it almost looks like a microphone cord or something. Like, what is that? He be killing best boys all over. Not to make, like, a copy-paste. I will say, like, it's got elements similar to things from the first game, but it's not exactly the same. It's usually thematically similar, but done differently. Nagito is dead. I mean, he's not, but we're gonna play along. Even when I saw this before me, I wasn't able to comprehend that reality yet. Huh? What? Oh, he was not expecting that. I don't think any of us were. Hold on to your butt, Olaf. We're just getting going. Don't go anywhere. The party's just getting started. What's going on here? Is he really dead? He's not pretending to be dead, is he? Akane may be on the right track here, once again. I mean, it's Nagito, you know? That's right. It's Nagito. He always messed with us. He always tried to confuse us. That's why... I can't believe it. Nagito ended up in such a cruel state. I mean, admittedly, he kind of brought it on himself, but he's kind of being a dick. Nagito is dead. Deep down, I believed that when the killings finally ended, I'd never see this guy again. I never expected I'd be looking at Nagito's body like this. I just realized the whole thing behind Nagito's actions. That face. Yeah, that's... Yeah. Nagito. Is he nagging us all the time? Nagito probably thought the same thing. I couldn't help seeing it in his dead, frightened face. But on this island, unbelievably abnormal occurrences happen all the time. Even Nagito couldn't escape that truth. But even something as small as that. A body's been discovered. Face of a man who got trolled as hard as he trolled you.
A body has been discovered!
Yep, there's the announcement.
Now then, after a certain amount of time has passed, the class trial will begin!
Okay.
Don't tell me.
The body discovery announcement? Then it's for real.
Hey!
Then Nagito is really dead?
Damn it.
It's not just that he's dead. If the body discovery announcement was made, does that mean Nagito was killed? Killed?
That's right.
Plus, it's one of us. I mean, that's what it means, right? There it is, body time. Do you believe it's real now or still skeptical? Oh, I'm 100% still skeptical, but I'm gonna play along. If it turns out he is dead, I'll eat my words. That's fair. Like, I'll deserve that, but as it stands right now, I don't know. It's kinda sus, I'm just saying. One of us killed Nagito? One of us killed him so brutally. What's that Monokuma plushie? Then it's going to start again. Huh? The class trial's going to start soon, right? Then... Yep, we gotta do it. We gotta find out who Nagito's killer is. No matter who you guys sacrifice, you're determined to survive and leave this island, right? Then the time for action is now. So, allow me to give you the familiar Monokuma Hold it right there. What? Don't get in my way like that. I was about to whip out the Monokuma file in such a cool way. Shut up! I can't stand this anymore. How much longer are you going to keep putting them through this? No more. I won't let you. I'll make sure I pulverize your evil intentions. Ooh, Monami means business now. I mean, it's probably not gonna last for very long, but hey.
Hey!
Say something.
What's this?
Oh, now I remember who you are. You're Monami. You just now noticed?
Lie.
Anyway, Monami, if you're gonna talk about my intentions, why don't you talk about yours first? Huh? What are your intentions anyway? Why are you keeping everyone cooped up on this island? Madomi, she's pissed, yes. I'm sure everyone here wants to know too, you know? What? No fair, you're shutting up too. Enough already. We already have enough to deal with concerning Nagito. Please do not say anything else that will confuse us.
Hey.
Anyway, let's begin. Huh? But...
This is just...
I mean, in the end, we still have to do it, right? As long as a killing happens, we can't do anything about it, right? We have no choice but to do it, right? Besides, it's our fault that we couldn't even prevent it. I know, that's the only way we can survive, right?
Nice!
Looks like you kids are way more well-behaved than Monami.
Don't fuck with me!
Don't fuck with me, we're tired of this too, you know. That's why I'll definitely make sure to finish this for good this time. Does that mean you guys are getting bored of this school trip?
Actually...
Don't worry, the end is near. Huh? The end?
What's the matter?
Don't make a face like a pig that's about to become bacon. You've already noticed it, right? Oh yeah, the timer. The meaning behind that Monokuma timer. I guess there's only 2 days left, huh? Oh boy. When that timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what will happen to us? The killing school trip will be over.
Hey!
If this'll finally be over,
You serious?
does that mean we can go home?
What are you gonna
Don't count your bears before they've hatched. There's still something you gotta do before that, right? So, once again...
The Monokuma file!
Uh-oh, it's a bomb. It's gonna blow y'all up. Probably. You guys need to find out who Nagito's killer is and survive the class trial. If this ends here, there won't be an afterword at all.
Do your
Okay.
best.
Do your best.
Wait!
Hold on.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let you escape this time. Wait right there. What do you guys think? If the school trip is nearly at an end, it's safe to think we can go home, right? No.
But still...
Kazuichi, I understand how you feel, but we need to focus on Nagito's case first.
Damn it!
Even if we can go home, it'll be the end of us if we screw up here. Then let's hurry up and solve Nagito's case so we can all go back home.
However...
It is nice to think everyone can go home, but that is impossible, right? I mean, someone in this room killed Nagito. There's a killer among us. Among us, huh? But we just had a bomb scare. It's non-stop bomb scares in Danganronpa. The weight of those words began to sink into me. That was true of the previous cases, but was it really true this time? No matter how much I tried, I couldn't believe it. Because the victim was Nagito? Because his death was so abnormally cruel? Danganronpa 2, too many bombs. No, it wasn't just that. There was something more to it than that. And whatever it was stuck inside me. But it wasn't a pole, because that's stuck inside Nagito right now. Oh, listen to that music. First, we need to look at the Monokuma file. Yeah, what is the cause of death here? Victim is Nagito Komeda. The body was discovered inside the warehouse near the Monokuma plushie factory. The estimated time of death is believed to be noon sharp. Not only... Wow, yeah, look at all those damage marks there. Not only is there a spear stabbed in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there is a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand. What the hell happened? What a tragic situation. Just reading this is making me depressed.
Huh?
Is there something wrong with this Monokuma file? Again? But what's wrong with it? It doesn't say what the killing blow is. Not only is there a spear stab in his stomach, there are multiple stab wounds on each of his thighs. Furthermore, there was a laceration on his left arm and a knife impaled through his right hand.
Yep.
It's definitely weird. Well, I guess I'll find out if I look around. That's what the investigation is for. Don't worry or form conclusions on your own. That makes me more worried than I should be. We can discuss it later. Right now is our only chance to investigate. So we should investigate first.
See?
If we don't, there won't be anything for us to discuss. Well, I guess you're right. Then let's start with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I should start with the back of the warehouse. Since the curtain blocked most of the water, this area wasn't affected by the sprinklers that much. Thanks to that, I can probably investigate Nagito's body. I never thought I'd have to investigate Nagito's body. He probably didn't expect to end up like this either. Yeah, it doesn't narrow down exactly what the killing blow was in this. Like, was it the spear? It must have been the spear, but that's a lot of wounds. Okay, there's a lot of things to look at here. But let's work our way up. Ah, it's an oil lighter. This is where the curtains would have been hanging. It almost looks like the fire did extensive damage here. If the oil lighter was placed here...
Just kidding.
Ah, an oil lighter. Someone probably wanted to keep warm. Sure.
Bring it on.
Is a most foolish thought. This is clearly the cause of the fire. Sonia's trying to lighten the mood and crack some jokes.
Well,
Oil lighters can continue to burn even after someone lets go of them.
which means
So using that, the curtain was set on fire. Using the oil lighter, huh? Do you think the killer set up some sort of trick with it?
you are right.
The killer probably planned to destroy evidence by setting this warehouse on fire. But there was no other evidence here, the curtain was blocking Nagito from getting burnt. So I don't think that was the case. I think it was meant to delay them. Sonia pulling in Akane. Oh. Akane is occasionally right, though. Akane says something stupid 9 times out of 10, but that 1 time out of 10, she's usually on the right track. They caused a fire to destroy evidence? That's the only reason I can think of why a killer would set fire to their crime scene. But... there's a sprinkler system. It wouldn't have lasted. Someone was buying time. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Oh, dang it, not the lighter. I already did the lighter. I meant to click another thing. Yep. Yep, fire. Yep. Okay. Fire grenade. That's what I wanted to look at. Looks like a bunch of plastic bottles. Remnants of plastic are scattered all over the place. This is probably... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was gasoline in those. Those fire grenades that we used to put out the fire. Well, they weren't actually that useful in the end. Right. The fire was only extinguished thanks to the sprinklers. I walked away for a minute and missed the bot, damn. Well, nevertheless, this evidence really isn't all that strange. I disagree. Okay. I gotta check out this plushie, because what the hell is happening here? Monokuma's dead. There's blood coming out of his stomach. Hey. No response. Star Trek reference, yay! No response. He's dead, Jim. Just kidding. I'm not dead. Oh damn, they killed him. Told you Monokuma would die. Is this one of the life-size plushies that were being produced at this factory? If you're mistaking a plushie for me, then there's something wrong with you. You're a stuffed animal too. Don't put oversized garbage there, it's so misleading. What are you calling oversized garbage? Could this be one of Monokuma's tricks? Then why'd he do it? Making a hole like it got stabbed and then going to the trouble of dirtying the hole with blood. Did he try to imitate Nagito's body or something?
What are you
I had nothing to do with that.
You're so
He's probably lying. Seriously, you're always lying. You should just die like that plushie over there. Is this actually Monami? Or did Monami commit this murder? Monami is being extremely aggressive right now, and admittedly, Nagito was gonna give away her secret about the traitor. So she would have a motive to commit murder here. And she'd be safe in the idea that she wouldn't be on trial because she's not one of the students. Mind you, Monokuma can watch things, so he would be able to tell if she was messing around. Rip plushie. Yes, it is ripped.
What's this?
You seem more pissed than usual these days, Monami, but you better watch what you say. If I feel like it, I can wipe you out easily, you know. Yeah, Monokuma def knows who did it. Okay. I won't give it to your threats. I'll fight you until the very end. I will definitely take back the seat of world supremacy for Monokuma. Monami is speaking very differently. I don't know. She's being very aggressive, and I'm starting to think that whoever was controlling Monami is not the same person anymore. Looks like those annoyances are gone. If it wasn't Monokuma's trick, then who did this? Could the killer have done this? If so, is this Nagito's blood? I have no idea how this connects to the incident. Monokuma plushie has been added. Alright, wait, is there something else down here? Okay, so, whoop. I guess I'll move around the room, and then I'll get to the body. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikan's, but it looks like it's different this time. It doesn't matter this time. What doesn't matter? The time! Looks like the time doesn't matter. It was clearly written in the Monokuma file that the time of death was noon sharp. If it wasn't noon, what were we doing at that time? Watching a fireworks show, where it was very loud and we couldn't hear anything. What were we doing? Well, right now it's... that time is not correct, showing on the clock, but I will take Minimaru's advice that it is 12:30. So it also has a clock function. Well, yeah, it's got a clock on his stomach. What is it, decorative? Jeez, Hajime, wake up. Then that means Nagito died 30 minutes ago. Huh? It happened that recently? He's totally a fresh kill. Fresh seems like a bad way to describe it. If it happened 30 minutes ago, was it around the time we were struggling with the bombs? You're right, those fake bombs were originally supposed to explode at noon. Which means whoever doesn't have an alibi for that time is Nagito's killer. Yeah, but we were pretty much all together. But this could be like when Nekomaru died. The killer could have also used some kind of automatic setup. Also, the crime looks very detailed, so they would have needed time to prepare. Then whoever doesn't have an alibi before we found the bombs is suspicious. Wait, none of us have an alibi for that time. That's when we all split up to search for the bombs. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm not freaking out about it like Kazuichi, but I definitely can't stop thinking about it. When the Monokuma timer reaches 0 2 days from now, what's gonna happen? Huh? What's gonna happen?
That's obviously
This
wrong.
rotten school trip's gonna end, right? We can finally go back home. Kazuichi, you silly fool. Reverse Among Us, everyone is sus. Carefree till the end. Does that mean you don't think that'll happen?
Well, yeah.
Well, Monokuma might be planning to make us do something after the countdown ends.
Hey,
What do you mean, something?
shut up.
He's making us kill each other, you know? What could be worse than that?
Damn it.
I don't know. But this is Monokuma we're talking about, you know? There's no way this will end smoothly with a countdown. Anyway, like you said before, if we screw up here, it's the end for us. For now, let's focus on the investigation. We'll think about the countdown after we live through the class trial. Yeah, I know. Don't bring up strange stuff like that. Alright. She looks like she's deep in thought while staring at the ceiling. What happened? Is there something strange about the ceiling?
Yep.
Yeah, about the sprinkler. Yeah, that's one of the sprinkler heads that activated to put out the fire.
Well,
You can see a girder right next to it, right? There.
see?
Ooh, can you see the red streak? Hmm? You're right. I definitely see it. It looks like a small red line on the ceiling girder. What the hell? How'd that get up there?
Perhaps.
Is that blood? Blood? The color definitely looks like blood, but there's no way blood could get up there. Right? Plus, it's in a straight line. That's why I've been staring at it. I think it's strange. It's definitely strange. I should remember this. Good eye, Chiaki. One of us killed Nagito in such a cruel way. It's too bizarre. I can't do anything except laugh. Sonia?
So just
If only everyone could go home, nothing would make me happier. No, we should finish the class trial, then we can think about what will happen after. Okay, and now time to examine the body. I never expected Nagito to die like this. He was always spouting nonsense about hope and trying to confuse the hell out of us. But even so, dying like this is just too cruel. Also, he wasn't completely useless. There were times we were only able to reach the truth because of him. But everything good and bad about him is gone. We'll never be confused by him again. We'll never be saved by him again. No. Now's not the time to think about unnecessary things. I need to focus on the investigation right now. For now, I need to investigate everything about this body that catches my eye. Just the whole thing. There's a lot happening here. Let's work our way over. Start with the knife. The knife is stabbed through Nagito's right hand. Did the killer do this? How could they do something so cruel? This knife, it must be from the military base. Military base? Oh, now that you mention it, you're right. It looks like a survival knife.
well,
By the way, it seems the wounds on his legs and left arm were caused by that same knife. Which means after the killer was finished stabbing Nagito's legs and left arm, they stabbed the knife through his right hand?
it cannot be.
And then they finished him off with the spear.
How
How cruel! Then does that mean the killer went to the trouble of using two weapons, a knife and a spear? But they could have just killed him by stabbing him with the knife. Why did they need to use a spear at all?
You are right.
That is definitely strange. Was there a reason they had to use it? A reason they had to use the spear, huh? Got him like a fish. Okay, burnt rope. Nagito's right wrist is tied with rope, but it looks like the tip of that rope burned off. Could this be a result of the fire? But that's weird, if the rope is burned off like this. Why are Nagito's clothes completely unaffected by the fire when he was so close to the blaze? Hey there, Sand Ghost. Welcome back to the stream. Hello, everyone. Also, my favorite trial. Oh, yes, we're coming up on the end, I guess. Oh, this is weird. Okay, so why would the rope be burned if the rest of him is fine? Unless they burnt the rope. Like he was somewhere else and the rope was holding him and they burnt it. But then where is he tied to? Okay, so we got the rope. There's a cut on his upper left arm. His legs and right hand have stab wounds, but this wound looks like a slice. That's probably the reason that the wound on his left arm doesn't look that deep compared to his other wounds. Well, regardless, it doesn't change the fact that it's a hideous wound and there's blood everywhere. There's something strange. Strange? What?
See?
Look, at the palm of his left hand. I think that blood is from when his left arm was sliced, but... Doesn't the blood splatter look strange? It cuts off right in the middle of his palm. So he was holding something. Interesting. Yeah, it definitely cuts off. Maybe that's as far as the blood could reach when it splattered. Well, that would explain the blood on his palm, but... There's something else that's strange? When you flip it over and look at the back of his hand,
Well,
there's also blood, but only above the middle joint of each finger. Okay, so he was gripping something and the blood got on it. Okay. You're right. Why is it only on this part? See? It's just as I said, right? It's strange, right? I win. No! Yeah, sure. You win. But it's definitely strange. What did the killer do to make the blood splatter like this? Blood on the left hand has been added. Okay. Oh goodness, there's a lot to look at here. Alright, let's go to his face. It's not gonna be pretty, but let's go. He must have been in great pain. He clearly had this agonizing look on his face when he died. His mouth is covered with duct tape. Was this to keep Nagito from screaming for help?
This is bad.
Jeez, what a horrible look on his face. The blood splattered all over it doesn't help either. It's a good thing his mouth was covered with duct tape, otherwise I wouldn't be able to look at him. Got a minute? Sorry, excuse me. Chiaki moved past Kazuichi and me and squatted down next to Nagito's face. And in one swift movement, she ripped the duct tape off his mouth. Hey, what are you doing?
it's gonna be fine.
It'll be fine. I'll put it right back away once I'm done investigating here. I'm checking his dental records. Putting the tape back isn't the issue, you ungrateful swine. You're gonna get cursed. Hey, don't say, that's my girlfriend you're talking about right there. You don't you dare call Chiaki an ungrateful swine, you fucking simp bastard. Yes, I'm getting defensive over my waifu, jeez. The blood on Nagito's face. It looks like it mostly came from the slice on his left arm. Yeah, the swine was Mikan. She would have liked it too by the end if you called her that. If that's the case... It's no use. She's not listening. Hey, about the blood splattered on his face. There's no blood under the duct tape. Okay, so he was duct taped and then stabbed. Or sliced in the arm. Everyone, when Kazuichi comes after Chiaki, is, don't you dare. What's wrong with that? Well, this duct tape has crinkles, like it was sticking toward the inside of his mouth, right? Nagito was probably desperately moving his mouth under the duct tape. Seriously, what's wrong with that? She means Nagito's mouth was covered with duct tape before he got those wounds all over his body. So he tried to shout, which caused the duct tape to get sucked into his mouth a bit. But what's wrong with that? Is that something we really need to worry about? I don't really get it, but just put the duct tape back on his mouth already.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. Anyway, this might be some kind of clue, too. I should remember it. So, assuming that he was tied up first. So he was tied up, then tape on the mouth, and then stabbed, because then he inhaled. And that was also, like, he also had the tape on before he got sliced in the arm. This is an interesting chain of events here. Alright, the spear. Also, where the hell they get the spear from? A spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. No. I know what that's from. That's from the castle. I saw it on the wall. There was like the spears were lined up there, and I noticed one was missing. So Nagito must have gotten it, because I don't think the rest of us went there before then. Because he blew up the hole to get in there. So he must have grabbed it. So Mickey Mouse killed Nagito? I mean, there's no other explanation. We've solved the case, guys, so it was Disney. Well, that's Disney. They have to own everything, and if they can't own it, they gotta kill it. You know, it's the Mickey Mouse way. Spear with a flashy ornament on it is impaled deeply into Nagito's stomach. Did they beat him with it too? That's a good question. We don't have any sign of bruising. But the knife was apparently what caused, like, the slashing wounds, so I want to say no. I think he might have been just impaled by it. Mickey hired Pete. He does all kinds of jobs. Another end of it is bloody. Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, I'll take another look. There's no way around it. That looks like the fatal wound.
What's this?
Oh my, what's this? Such a strange-looking spear, isn't it? A cord extends from the tip of the handle, and there's an iron weight attached to it.
Phew.
I see. You can use the cord as a whip to capture the enemy and deliver the final blow with the spear. Is this your first time looking at this too? Of course not. This is the Spear of Gungnir, right? I think I'm pronouncing that right. Gungnir? You definitely just came up with that now. No, that's a real thing, but I don't think this is it. By the way, I wanted to ask you, where did that spear come from? I feel like I saw it at Nezumi Castle. Ha, Chiaki, she knows to look for these things. Remember how Junko died in the first game at the start? Yes, she also got stabbed many times. Junko. Definitely Junko. What? Nezumi Castle? I was designed to be afraid of mice, so I can't go in there. Damn you, mice. Damn you all to hell. I see. Even he doesn't know what's inside that castle. I call about the Spear of Gungnir, Monokuma. Well, more importantly, I need to focus on the investigation. The spear definitely catches my eye, but the weight on the end of the cord coming out of the handle. It looks like that part has blood on it too. It's a weight, interesting. But for some reason, the section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. You he did it! He did it! Oh my god! Damn it! Nagito, why'd you set off your own spear, dude? What the hell? Okay. No, he said that in the first game for real. Did he really? Oh, that's a cute little callback then to the first game. He was holding that? Yes, because notice in his hand there was no blood on the inside. He was holding on to it. So he was holding on to the weight that was holding the spear up over the thing, over the guardrail at the top, and he let go of it. Spear goes down, stabs him. He's already got tape on his mouth, gets blood everywhere. He did the spear himself. It's about the size of a human fist. It's strange that this section of the cord doesn't have blood on it. Also, Chiaki mentioned this earlier, but apparently that spear came from Nezumi Castle. Also, Nagito was the first one to go into the castle before we all went in, assuming before the rest of us went in there, he would have had the perfect opportunity to take that spear. If you stab yourself, you can't get backstabbed by others. Others can't stab you unless you stab yourself. Just saying. It might be better if I confirm that later. Spear of Gungnir has been added to the Truth Bullets section of your handbook. Okay, I can't... Okay, so I gotta look at the feet. One of his feet, significantly smaller than the other foot, but that's okay. Good job, Nagito, you played yourself. Both of Nagito's legs are tied up. Each rope is tied to the pillars nearby. He wouldn't have been able to move at all. According to the Monokuma file, the wounds on his legs are all stab wounds. Does that mean the killer didn't just tie up Nagito? They also stabbed his legs? Why would the killer do something like that? He took his love of Mukuro's knife too far, yeah.
Damn it.
At any rate, it's pretty sadistic. The killer must have been holding a huge grudge toward him. I don't know why. Nagito was such a likable guy and everybody loved him. I don't understand. Or they might have been torturing him. Torture? I mean, if they just wanted to kill him, they could have just stabbed him once in the chest, right? If you disregard the spear in his chest, the other wounds were inflicted for reasons other than killing. Which means the wounds all over Nagito's body were from the killer torturing him? If that's the case, what was the killer trying to make Nagito confess? If he... That's a good question. Maybe they wanted to know who the traitor was? Or maybe they were the traitor? I'll miss that psychopath. I do miss Mukuro. Like, admittedly, we didn't know Mukuro for very long. Was it something that would have led to the traitor? Well, even if this was torture, there's no doubt that the killer must have held a deep grudge toward Nagito. Refusing to let him die easily, I can totally understand a dark impulse like that. But even if they held a grudge against him, would they really have gone this far? Torture wounds has been added. Okay, so I'm trying to think of the timeline of when this would have happened, because he died at noon sharp, which means it happened while we were watching the fireworks show. He had to have been tied up first, but he inflicted the spear wound, given my theory right now. So he would have dealt the killing blow then, but somebody set him up beforehand. I mean, he did say he would assist if somebody wanted to commit a murder. So I mean, if somebody's like, hey, I want to kill you, how can we set this up to be interesting? He'd be like, yeah, sure, no problem. Just tie me up, I'll set up a timer so everybody's got an alibi, they're all in the same room at the same time, including you, and I'll deal the killing blow with the spear. Easy. Unless I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. I guess I'm done with the area surrounding Nagito's body. Wait, okay, and the blood wounds. Like, the cuts. The cuts are weird. So the arm wound must have happened while he was still holding the spear. Because he was still gripping it. He was still gripping the weight when he had his arm cut. Because that's why it was like, oh, the blood on the arm is from that. Okay, I've got a lot of questions, but I feel like I'm sort of getting an idea of what happened here. Jeez, I can't believe I actually investigated such a grisly-looking body. Even I'm surprised at myself. Does this mean I'm used to it? My classmate's dead body's right in front of me, and one of my peers is the killer responsible. And I have to investigate his death so I can find his killer. Well, thank you for telling us the premise of the game, Hajime. We've made it this far. Am I used to something as abnormal as that? That would mean I'm becoming abnormal too. Now then, I guess that's enough investigating the area behind the curtain. Killer's goal wasn't just killing Nagito. There should have been another reason as well. If not, they wouldn't have gone through the trouble of tying him with rope and covering his mouth with duct tape. Not just that, there's no reason to inflict any wounds other than a fatal one. So what was the reason? Looks like I better investigate other areas to figure that out. Alright, I should try investigating the other areas inside this warehouse first. Okay, so I can't get a closer look at the spear, so I'll back up. Okay, so there's like the bit. Is there anything else? Also, the Monokuma plushie being bloody is a strange thing. I don't know what that's all about. But yeah, I guess that's everything. It says, oh, an MP3, oh, with the music. This is an MP3 player. There's even a speaker plugged into it. But why is this here?
Maybe.
It looks like that weird music was playing from there. You know, that music that was blaring when the fire started. Yeah, you're right. Looks like it's busted from getting drenched by the sprinklers. There's no mistaking it, that music was playing from that MP3 player. I don't disagree with that, but why was the killer playing music from it? To lure us in, maybe? To cover up the noise? Casey wasn't dead yet? Oh. Oh, I get what happened here. Somebody set up dominoes to knock over the lighter to light up the curtain. I got it. Was the plushie on top of Nagito? Maybe it was. That's a good point. But then... Wait a minute, though, but if, like, what would it have been? Would it have been the knife? Because it couldn't have been the spear. The spear is still in him. But Olaf, that is a very good point. Yeah, it's Domino Kuma's. There are a lot of tipped over Monokuma panels. Yeah, because it was to lure them in with the MP3 player. They open the door, knock over the panels, knocks over the lighter, sets up the curtain. I'd totally buy a set like that. Oh, I would too, 100%. Did the fire do that? But why are they scattered like this? The last time I came here, I seem to recall... They should have been neatly put away. Maybe we're the ones who made this mess. Huh?
See?
Look, the tipped over panel by the entrance is really close to the door, right? So maybe the reason these panels are tipped over is... It's fine, I'll open it slowly. No, that's not the problem. Seriously, it'll be fine. With those words, Akane brushed off everyone's warnings and slowly opened the door to the warehouse. Huh? It's not opening. Is there something blocking the door? I can barely open it. I knew it, it's a trap. Seriously, just stop it, okay? Didn't I tell you it'll be fine? I just gotta use a little more force. What happened to opening it slowly? Akane ignored their protest and with a mighty kick, the door flew open. She could barely open it. Boo. That's a good one, but boo. Could it be? Was that it?
Well,
Oh, whoops, no, that was Hajime. And there's something else I've been wondering.
hey, hey.
These Monokuma panels are tipped over starting from the entrance to the back of the warehouse, right? They seem to be lying on top of each other in a straight line. Yeah, compared to the other tipped over panels, that line is the only one that's neat and orderly.
So,
Isn't this clearly strange? Strange. That means we can speculate this was done intentionally. Panels have been added. I think that's it. Oh! Are you a spy one? No, okay. All these CDs, they're all copies of Monokuma's music. These should have been burned too. Oof, everybody's a critic. Okay, I think that's everything. Nope. Okay, then I will talk to the gang. It mattered for Gundam's killing and for Mikon's, but it looks like time doesn't matter.
like,
Yeah, everyone's got an alibi. Sonia! Oh, new level. Looks like Sonia's focused on investigating the warehouse. Which reminds me, there's something I needed to ask her about. Now that we pretty much finished investigating Nagito's body, I think it's time to talk to her. Hey, Sonia, do you have a minute? Yes? What is it? I want to talk to you about when that fake bomb Nagito set in the warehouse exploded. Huh? Right before it exploded, you said something like this, right? It is all right. It is not a bomb. Why did you know the bombs were a fake? Well, that's not all either. When we were looking for the bombs, why were you at the military base? I thought you were supposed to be searching the central island. Plus, when I called for you, you didn't come to the factory right away. Where were you, and what were you doing during that time?
oh my,
Oh my.
it cannot be.
Do you suspect me? It is a misunderstanding. I am not the killer. Jesus, shit, you son of a bitch! Wow. Oh my god. Sonia, oh my god. This is like, those are some bad words that Fuyuhiko would say, not you. I'm not the killer. That's a totally killer thing to say. Especially when a character just starts swearing out of nowhere for no reason. Also, I thought she was supposed to be really good under pressure. Why is she panicking right now? She's been in hostage situations multiple times. She's being asked a simple set of questions by friends of hers, and she's panicking and freaking out and saying, "Jesus shit, you son of a bitch!" Sonia?
I am sorry.
I am terribly sorry. I was panicking. I don't buy it. I don't buy it. I shall calm down and explain to you why I was at the military base. When I first explored the final island, I discovered a vast amount of bombs there.
Well,
At first, I was worried that someone might use them for nefarious reasons if I announced it to everyone. So I kept silent the whole time. Does that mean when you heard Nagito planted bombs, you got suspicious and went to investigate them?
that is.
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. Vote her out of the lobby. Yeah, 100% I'm voting her out of the lobby. And because you were searching for them, you were late when we all gathered. Okay, it wouldn't have taken her that long to see if there were bombs there. Like, she took her good sweet time. Also, there were so many other weapons and things there that could have been used against us. Like, why would she be looking at bombs in particular? I guess at that point, well, no, because this was even before Nagito was talking about the bombs. So...
Please listen.
And because of that, I reached a conclusion. The bombs Nagito brought were from the military base, which means they were fake bombs. How did you find out that the bombs at the military base were fake? Because I attempted to use one of them. What?
I see.
I thought one of the bombs would be strong enough to blast open the door to the ancient ruin. At the time, I still believed the bombs were real. And I thought that I could use one of them to gain entrance to the ancient ruin. However, that plan was an utter failure. Also, Monami was there? Look, she's in the corner, in the bottom left-hand corner. What is she doing there?
The bomb was not real. It was merely a fireworks display. God damn it, all to hell!
See, so that's why you're the only one who knew the bombs at the military base were fake.
I did.
Monami is sus too. Oh, Monami 100% like do not trust. 100% traitor. She's venting. Oh, as did Monami as well. She was also secretly peeking at the bomb.
Which means?
If those bombs are the same ones that disappeared, it would mean Nagito took them. That is why I knew it was a fake. However, I did think it was strange when Nagito blew up the hotel lobby. Monami is just living her best life with her brother. Nah, she hates her brother. Oh, look at Kazuichi go. Oh, look at him. Look at him fly. That bomb was real, and I could not stop thinking about it. But upon further reflection, that might have been Nagito's plan all along. He showed us a real bomb to make us believe that the bombs he set were real as well. So then where did he get the real bomb? Oh, wait, yes, the room. He got it from the octagon. If so, then Nagito's actions were extremely calculated. But the problem is his reason for doing it. With this, I have explained everything.
Do you have a minute?
There should be no more reason for you to doubt me. You're right. I got it. Sonia's account has been added. Alright, I've pretty much finished looking for clues inside the warehouse. I was able to find some clues, but there are still so many things I don't understand yet.
Hold it.
You look worried. Yeah, I am.
Well,
At a time like this, it might be good if you broaden your investigation range. You mean it's good to investigate other places as well? She might be right. There were several things I've been wondering about besides the crime scene. The military base that Sonia mentioned, plushie factory next door, Nezumi Castle where the spear originally came from, and Nagito's room too. Have we been in Nagito's room? I don't think so. If I'm going to understand the reason for his actions, I need to know more about him. I'm pretty sure the others have already finished investigating. Hey, you guys, isn't it about time we leave this place and try exploring other areas too? In response to Chiaki, the others gathered around her. I agree. I was just thinking about proceeding to another area. It seems we had the same idea. But is it safe? There won't be anyone to guard the crime scene. Yep. We don't have a choice. There just aren't enough of us. Besides, we've investigated all we can here. I guess you're right. Also, it looks like the clues we found aren't enough to piece this incident together. So we need to search for them in other areas. Probably. Well, alternatively, if there aren't any clues in other areas either, we'd have to give up completely. Why stay? It's not like Nagito's going anywhere. He's all tied up. You don't really need to say that.
Hey!
Then it's okay if we leave this place? I love how he's become like her little parrot. He just repeats what she says. There's no time for us to stand around. In order to survive, there's no other way except to do it. In order to survive, we need to find Nagito's killer. If we don't sacrifice that person, nobody can survive. That's our reality. That's why there's no time for us to stand around. Alright, so the factory, just because by virtue of it being closest, we'll go to that next. Green screen. Okay. Alright. Okay, I do want to go in the break room. Break room's on the other side of the store. This is where we obtain the fire grenades. Anything inside? There's nothing on the floor that looks like a clue. Not even trash. Apparently the bombs that were stuffed on this truck were actually fireworks. Which reminds me, this truck looks like it came from the military base. Nagito must have brought it from there. But he doesn't have a license! Other than that, there's nothing in particular that catches my eye. What about... Oh, no, that counts as the truck. Okay. There's not too much else. I mean, there's the laptop, but... That's an enormous machine, but it's stopped for now. Looks like there's nothing related to the incident here. The laptop. That reminds me, when we saw Nagito's video message on this laptop... Is he still watching us from somewhere? If he's not, then how did he time his message so perfectly? Nah, looks like the video was set to play after the explosion by a wireless signal from the detonator. But why did he have to use a video message? That's the only thing I don't get. Well, he did it so he could set this all up. At the time, Nagito should have already been killed, which means that video was recorded in advance. That's right. Besides that video, there might be data on this laptop that could be used as a clue. With that thought in mind, I tried messing around with the laptop, but... It's no use, it's locked. There's no way I can examine this. If only we had an ultimate hacker here. But if it's locked, then maybe there really is something inside. Maybe I'm overthinking this. Or sorry, ultimate programmer. Ultimate programmer was Chihiro's thing. Life-size Monokuma plushies are crammed inside an enormous basket, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. Not much else. Oh, well, I mean the usual, but... I guess Sonia? I have never seen so many Monokumas in my life. Well, Monokuma isn't exactly someone you would normally run into. However, while I was staring at all these Monokumas, a thought occurred to me.
Well,
The bomb that went off at the lobby might have been set up here.
do you have a minute?
If you hide the bomb inside a Monokuma plushie, it would make a frightening weapon. Do you not think the group that is forcing us to kill each other would devise something like that?
Amazing.
A plushie bomb is an act of terrorism.
All right.
Let us rip these apart right away so we can confirm it. Hold on. If there was a bomb inside these, wouldn't it explode if we carelessly messed with it?
Easy as pie.
Either way, it is all gravy. All gravy? What the hell does that mean? Stop! There's no bomb.
Hey,
You'll know if you just pick me up. See? All you'll feel is the soft weight of cotton.
I see.
You are right.
However,
Then where did Nagito obtain the bomb he used?
who knows?
I wonder. If I'm gonna give you guys a hint, then you should know it wasn't from the military base. To tell you the truth, the bombs there are all fakes.
please wait.
I know that already. You should have said so earlier.
No.
Well, I thought if I kept quiet, it would foreshadow that a killing was gonna happen. That's why I'm just now telling you for the first time. Whew, I feel relieved. But if the bomb wasn't from the military base or this factory, then he brought it from the Octagon.
Well done.
I must say, you have a good eye there, Sonia. Putting a bomb inside one of my plushies seems like a splendid idea. Let's try it.
That is.
Did I say something I should not have said? It's not your fault. Don't worry about it. Monokuma's account has been added. Alright, I believe that's everything. Alright, so there was a factory. Oh, the military base. We will need to go there. I think it's this way. Oh, actually. I know I haven't moved much since we started, but okay, she hasn't pooped. I gotta get those steps in, guys. My Tamagotchi's not gonna grow. So there's technically 2 air bases on this island. Not, sorry, yeah, on the compound as a whole. Because there's here at the military base, and then there's the airport on like the very first island. It's a lot of airports for a place where you cannot fly out of. Damn it, this dangerous place is the reason all this messed up stuff is happening. Leaving guns out in the open is totally dangerous. Seriously, they gotta take better care of these. It's easy to say that, but there's no one on this island who can do that. You know what, I know guns in Japan aren't really like a common thing. Like, it's generally outlawed for people to have them. But I am surprised in Danganronpa, where the law is just like, whatever, like, nobody's killed anybody with a gun yet. Like, especially here where there's guns. A huge supply of guns and other firearms are stuffed into the truck bed. Oh, I found it! What'd you find? Well, that truck bed over there has guns in it, but I also found stuff like this. A survival knife? Wait, that's... Isn't that the same type of knife that was stabbed through Nagito's right hand? Which means the killer obtained that knife here. And Gundam killed Mekamaru. Yes, Gundam did. So the killer's someone who visited this military base at least once. That's everyone, though. No, not me. This is the first time I've been here. That sounds fishy. I don't trust you. If the bombs were fake, this might be fake too. But I'm not brave enough to check for myself. Okay, there's that. There's the helicopter. One that executed Teru Teru. It doesn't have anything to do with the incident. Okay, so the knife... Oh no, it's a separate truck. When I tried looking through the truck bed, it's empty. Nothing's here. When I first came here, there was something on the truck bed, which means Sonia was telling the truth.
However,
And as I suspected, the bombs had disappeared. I thoroughly searched for them inside the military base, but the bombs were nowhere to be found. But did Nagito know the bombs weren't real? It's possible that he thought they were the real thing. No, never mind. He said as much in his video message. He knew they weren't real. So, were you surprised? Seriously, think about it. Do you really think there are enough bombs to blow up an entire island? Even if there were, a guy like me would never be able to use them. He knew the bombs were fake. He only did what he did to weed out the traitor. No. Is that really it? Did Nagito only do that to expose the traitor? No, it was a distraction. Maybe there was a different motive behind his actions. Alright, I think we're done here. Alright. You know what, we'll just go this way. Because now we have to head back either to the first island, Sea King Industries. They didn't say we had to go there, so I won't, but I know we probably will be back there. So Central Island. No? Really? Chibimi's not pooping at all. Okay. So we can either go back to the first island, or, oh, yeah, we have to go back to the fourth one. We have to go back to the theme park. There we go. Okay. What's it say on the door? Does that say shit? Wait, was that there before? I'm just checking. Okay. Nah. Okay. Nothing new to look at here. Alright. I don't think I noticed the giant missile sticking out of the roof before. Either I was just, like, way too, like, distracted by the fact that, hey, the door's open! I didn't notice the giant bomb crashed into her roof. Easy to miss, right? Shitimi, a pet you can get from high despair and no hope. Ooh. Does it look like a poop? I'm gonna try and go for, like, the max, like, good one. That's why I keep checking on her. I don't want her to have any despair. I want, like, max happy Chibimi. Man, oh, that's great. It looks like a little shitty. A little poopy. Fuyuhiko.
Yo.
Look at that wall of spears. Guess it's obvious where the weapon came from. Yeah, I noticed that before. A spear with a flashy ornament on it is hanging from the wall. This spear is definitely it, right? Just as I thought, it looks exactly like the spear that killed Nagito. The same whip-like cord is attached to the handle, and there's a weight at the end of it.
Also,
Plus, it looks like one of the spears on the wall is missing. There's no mistaking it. The killer took one of the spears and used it as a weapon. Spear of Gungnir, huh? Monokuma would totally come up with a lame name like that. But why did the killer use the spear and a knife?
well, yeah.
Yeah, they could have just killed him with a knife and it would have been easier, too. There's no way a spear like this with this unnecessary cord thing on it would be easy to use. Yeah, it definitely looks hard to wield. But still, they chose this spear for a reason. What could that reason be? I feel a little tired. No matter how much I investigate, I don't feel any closer to the truth. That's probably why I feel this way. I'm feeling this strange feeling that I've never felt before. As if Nagito is trying to make us suffer, even after he's died. Which, I mean, he would do, 100%. Well, now's not the time to think about stupid things like that. I haven't even investigated his cottage yet. It's too early to start complaining. If we investigate that place, we might be able to find some kind of clue. Alright, let's go. Check out the floor again. It's the password to enter the ancient ruin, but the most important part is erased. Nagito was the only one who found out the password written here, and he apparently went inside, but now that he's dead, are we unable to get the password? No, we should deal with that later. Right now, investigating the case comes first. Okay, yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, nothing here. Alright, off to the cottage we go. Oh, here we go. Hajime being a little too quick. Alright, and now we got some running to do. Now, I am curious what my my final Tamagotchi is gonna look like, because this is probably gonna be the last one I get in the game. Jabberwock Park. Come on. 2. Come on, Hajime. Pedal to the metal, buddy. Alright. Here we go. And I think it's this way. Yeah. Alright. Girl side, guy side. Oh, there they are. And Monokuma's here. Fantastic. Just who I wanted to see. Ah, Hajime.
What's this?
Oh my, you want to go inside Nagito's room too?
What are you
I
gonna
was just
do?
listening to Chiaki's request. She wants me to unlock the door to Nagito's cottage because she really needs it for the class trial. She begged me to do it while she was licking my black eye. I didn't do that.
Boy,
Then do it. It's sweet because it's made out of black bean paste. I don't believe you. Hey, we don't have time to mess around. Hurry up and unlock the damn door.
fine.
Fine, fine. I guess I have no choice. I just gotta do that, right?
Now then. Loose. Bye-bye.
See? I've opened the door. You can freely investigate now. This isn't my first time seeing that, but why does the door open with a spell like that?
Perhaps.
Maybe the cottage key is computerized.
Hey, hey.
More importantly, let's go inside now that the door is open. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I don't think I've been in Nagito's cottage yet. He's been in mine. I haven't been in his. Huh. There's a cute little Monami present there. Or Usami present. So Nagito was living here. What was he thinking inside this room? What was he feeling as he spent his days in here? I can't even imagine. Wanting to see absolute hope, becoming despair so he could act as a stepping stone for the rest of us. No matter how much I think about it, I just don't understand him at all. I don't even know if he truly believed that. He was especially weird these past few days. What changed him? Maybe the clue to that might be hiding here as well. A fridge. He got a fridge? I saw you in the tub. There's the refrigerator.
Huh?
Nice. My cottage doesn't even have a refrigerator. I wonder where he got it from. Nagito probably supplied it himself. From where? What, he bought it at the supermarket? Why would he go to the trouble of putting a refrigerator in his room? Does he really enjoy cold drinks? As I talk with Chiaki, I open the refrigerator out of curiosity. For poisoning use only. That's great. There really isn't much inside. The only thing inside the refrigerator was a brown bottle. For someone who likes cold drinks, it doesn't look like he stocked very much. But that bottle clearly isn't a drink, right? Really? Looks like some kind of dietary supplement to me. Protein powder, maybe? Oh my god, Hajime, can you not read it? Please read the bottle. I took the brown bottle out of the fridge and started reading the label. Exclusively made for poisoning someone to death? Hey, this is...
Could it be?
Yeah, looks like it's poison. Poison? Looks like there's a warning label on the back. Let's examine it in a little more detail. But be careful with that bottle. Don't drop it. Stop it. If you worry like that, I'm gonna get nervous. Also, Chiaki, please don't drink it, sweetie. I know you have a habit of putting strange things, clues in your mouth. Please don't put this one in. Don't be like Connor from Detroit Become Human. I grabbed the bottle with my trembling hand and began reading the warning label on the back of the bottle. Poison made specifically for killing someone. It's Monokuma's special poison. This enchanted liquid is highly potent and takes effect immediately. Please handle with care. Though its volatility is low, this liquid is very dangerous when vaporized. Ooh. In a gaseous state, it is heavier than air. It breaks down in minutes, and it is susceptible to hydrolysis? Wait. In a gaseous state, it's heavier than air. Oh. I'm guessing that was in the canisters, I guess. So when we threw them, one of us killed him, but we don't know who, because we all threw them. We all thought it was... This is interesting. Okay. So it is possible for you to poison someone to death without any complications. I think there's some more to this case than it seems. Push his glasses out. I pushed it up too far. Keep this liquid secure by storing it in a cool place in a glass or plastic container away from sunlight. Okay, 100% it was in those extinguisher capsules. This sure does look like a chemical made solely for poisoning someone to death. This refrigerator must be here to keep the poison secure. But where did Nagito get something like this?
Well,
That question could apply to the bomb he used at the hotel, too. Apply to the bomb?
see?
There should be a reason Nagito was able to obtain such dangerous items. The octagon inside the funhouse. This poison, he must have brought it with him from there too, right?
Perhaps.
He was probably hiding them somewhere on his body during the last class trial. He was hiding a bomb and poison during the class trial? Jeez, how dangerous. What would he have done if he accidentally tripped and broke the bottle? Just thinking about that scares me.
Hey, hey.
Also, he already blew up the bomb he took with him at the lobby. But what about this poison? The octagon is a gift that keeps on giving. I know, the octagon is just, oh, so generous. Giving Nagito literally everything he needs. Looks like the bottle is less than half empty. Was it like this from the beginning? Or did Nagito use it? If so, where did he use it? I wonder, is there still a trap somewhere that hasn't been sprung yet? Another trap?
Perhaps.
For example, maybe he was making some kind of trap using this poison before he died. If that actually exists, it'd be real bad. It could potentially kill everyone on this island. Everyone on this island? What the hell? Nagito, are you still trying to make us suffer? Are you still trying to make us suffer even after you've died? The explosion would have spread the poison and kill everyone. Yay! Ooh, you know what? I wonder if that's why Monokuma made us leave the area after the fire. So 100% they were in the extinguisher grenades that we threw. We don't know who threw which. I imagine only one of them had the poison in it, but we don't know who threw it. And that's why immediately afterwards, Monokuma's like, okay, everybody, time to let it air out a little bit in here. Just give it a few minutes. Everyone, as if there's a lot of people around. Well, hey, there's a casting crew here. Yeah, it's not like earlier in the game. It was something like 15 of us, 16 of us running around. If what you see is true, who was the one then? But that's the thing. That's going to be the trick of the trial, is we don't know who threw that one. It's technically the thing that probably killed him, because he would have inhaled it. But we don't know who was responsible for it. So I think that's what it's going to be. It's going to try and stump us that way, because we can't nail down who did it, because none of us know. We just threw canisters. We were trying to help. Oh, there's the music. Alright, now we gotta look. I gotta get that Monokuma. A fancy-looking treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights is totally standing out. What? It's Nagito's, okay? He had a feminine side. Ah, could this be... Can you let me know if you find my treasure? It's a magnificent treasure box covered in sparkling pink lights. That treasure box. Chiaki, you know about this?
Yep.
It's really cute. You know what? Chiaki could appreciate it. She goes, it's pink. I like pink. Oh, she was just reacting. This looks like Monami's stolen treasure box. If this is here, that means the thief Monami was talking about was Nagito. But why would Nagito steal this? In order to find out, might be good to see what's inside.
Hold it.
Is it gonna be okay? It looks a little dangerous. Yeah, it's radioactive. It's glowing. It might be, but this could be some kind of clue, you know? If this wasn't important, Nagito wouldn't have stolen it from Monami in the first place. Alright, let's crack her open, guys. I turned back toward the treasure box and cautiously opened the lid. A notebook! Inside, there was a notebook. This is it? Why? Oh, right, it's her journal, isn't it? Hajime about to discover his feminine side. Why is a notebook inside this treasure box like it's something important? I took the notebook out of the treasure box and began leafing through it. Oh, look at the little drawings! That's cute. I'm sorry, that's adorable. I don't like Monami right now, but that is very cute. It contained sloppy drawings as if they were drawn by children and entries that looked like chicken scratch. Day 1, I was able to talk to everyone for the first time today. Monokuma showed up and things turned bad. Day 2, Byakuya is the leader. A lot of things happened today, so everyone's tired. What is this, a diary? Looks like it. Did Monami write these? Probably. These pictures and entries totally suit her. I kept flipping through the pages. Day 3, Day 4, Day 5. Page after page of poorly written entries continued on in the notebook. I don't really understand, but it looks like there aren't any clues here. Right when I was about to give up, my hand suddenly stopped on an entry titled Day 16. Day 16, we've been in the funhouse for 3 days. Everyone's hungry and on edge. Hajime tried to go in the final dead room today. He's probably panicking because no one believes him. Huh?
Hey, hey.
Hajime, did something happen? Oh, it's nothing. Hey, stop! Don't look at my notebook! Whoa! From out of nowhere, Monami suddenly appeared and took the notebook out of my hand.
I won't
Whew,
forgive you.
I did ask you to look for my treasure box, but I never said you were allowed to peek inside. Geez, that was close. If I had come any later, he would have seen the inside of the notebook. Unfortunately, you were a little too late.
Huh?
But if this notebook is here, then Nagito was the thief?
No.
Betrayal! I was betrayed by my beloved student!
Hey, hey.
Hey, that notebook, it's pretty much your diary, right? Diary? It seems that way. That's right, it's my important diary where all my maiden secrets are written. Hey, you're a liar. What? You always show up out of nowhere. Monami, it's not good to lie, you know. Why? There's no way you wrote in that notebook. After all, Monami can't even write. Huh? What are you saying? Geez, I can write letters easily. I can finally write the letter B.
That's right.
No, you can't, because you have no fingers on your hands. Ah! I mean, he's right. He's got thumbs. She doesn't. See? Bullseye. I know, because I'm the same way too. Huh? Are you mad? Are you angry that I exposed a weakling like you?
Hey, hey.
So that's what this is about. You're seriously trying to crush me.
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way a big brother would ever crush his little sister. It looks like the time to settle things between us is getting closer every second. Hey, I don't know why you're getting so serious, but is what Monokuma said true? Hmm? He said you didn't write in that notebook. Is that true? If so, who wrote in it?
Well, you know, it's, how should I put it?
Bye-bye.
Excuse me.
Hold on. Yeah, please, stop right there. I have questions. Damn it, she totally ran away again.
Yep.
The same pattern as usual. Looks like it's a waste of time to try to get answers from her.
But still, I really wanted to ask her about that notebook. Well, actually, it might be better that I didn't ask her. So if Monami didn't do it, who did? Hold on. Yeah, like, I got a lot of questions here. Okay, now I gotta get this Monokuma. Gotcha. Gotcha, bitch. No. Man, it's not even about the coins at this point. I'm just collecting. Alright. So not much else really around. I'll talk to Chiaki in just a second. Oh, I should check on Chibimi. And bed. It's the bed that comes with the cottages. It looks just like the one in my room, but
Maybe there's something hidden under his bed. It's a usual place for hiding things.
yeah, like porn. Oh, we should still check, just in case. With no expectations and without thinking, I peeked under the bed and... there's something here. It's a plastic bag from the supermarket. Looks like there's something inside. Huh. What is this?
It looks like a gas mask and rubber gloves.
These look like the real
deal. Did he get these from the military base?
gas mask and rubber gloves. He was hiding these under his bed. What did Nagito use this stuff for? Huh. Porn under there. Ah, it's an old-fashioned thing.
Hajime, was there anything else under the bed?
Let's see. Peeked under the bed once again and started looking around the area where I found the supermarket bag, and there's a small piece of paper on the floor. Piece of paper made of blue aluminum?
A round, thin piece of aluminum, huh? It's similar to those seals that go over jars of unopened mayonnaise.
Nagito really likes his mayonnaise. I get what you're saying, but does that mean this is just a piece of trash?
Wait.
Who knows?
Might be too soon to decide that. What was that for? Piece of blue paper. Okay, Chiaki. He's been eating yogurt cups. We never see him eating. He's so mysterious. Meanwhile, he's just in his room hiding in the corner just eating yogurt cups.
Our time for investigating is winding down. The bookshelf might take some time to investigate, so we should try examining some other areas first.
Oh, yeah, we'll do the bookcase. There are a lot of books and other mysterious items stuffed on this shelf. The genres and types of items are also random. I can't make any sense out of any of them whatsoever.
Well, they say a shelf is a mirror that reflects a person's heart.
Do they now?
I definitely don't know much about Nagito just by looking at this.
So what should we do? It'd be really difficult to look through all these piles.
That doesn't mean we should ignore it, though.
He secretly Creed from The Office. This is his last award remaining from that episode where, oh yeah, where they did the Office Olympics and they had the yogurt lids as like their medals. Aw. That was fun little, because yeah, I think towards the end they brought that back. It was like a fun little memory thing. Or I think when Michael was leaving.
Yep. I'll leave it to you then, Hajime.
Hajime's shelf is full of Monokuma dolls. What does that say about him? Yeah, I know. Hajime has like no personal effects in his room. But mind you, that was like the first game though. Makoto didn't really have anything in his room either, but everybody else had like weightlifting gear and stuff in their room.
I'll leave it to you then, Hajime.
Wait, what?
It's better if a boy goes through another boy's things. You know, there might be private stuff here.
Well, that might be true, but
So, I'll leave this shelf to you.
I think I just got persuaded to do this without realizing it. Yeah, it was the final episode of the series when they find Creed, who has been living in the office. Oh yeah, he comes out with his guitar. I sighed and walked toward the shelf. One by one, I started removing various books and items and examining each one. But even as I examined them carefully, they were still a bunch of random books and items. There's no way there are any clues here. That's a clue. Huh? Oh, not the green again. I hate Grape House. Well, that file wasn't the only one I received from Monokuma. This is another one. Oh, I think that was a typo, because that said Hajime said it, but Nagito was the one who said it. Greenhouse. I don't like Grape House. Messes with my green screen. That seal. Indeed, it's the school badge of Hope's Peak Academy.
Does that have information about our stolen memories?
Unfortunately, I couldn't find any clues about that. His file doesn't contain our information, just Hajime's information. Nagito said this only contained information about me. But is that really true? Because he's a liar! If I look at this, it should be obvious, right? And he said I was from the reserve department and had no talent whatsoever. That might be another one of his lies, too. I wonder what's inside. I wonder, too. Please tell me we'll get to see it before the trial starts. I opened the file I held in my hand to confirm that. Instantly, I realized something was strange. If this really only has my information, then why is this file so thick? Let us read it. Let us read it. Don't keep us in suspense. I want to know. As soon as I opened it, it was clear to me, just as I thought. Nagito had lied to me. Aside from my information, there was information about the others. Kazuichi, Fuyuhiko, Akane, Sonia, and everyone who died. Had pages of information about them too. The file contained information on all 16 of us. Only my information, my ass. I can't believe he'd make up such a strange lie. So that means the rest of it might be a lie too? I turned to the page containing my information and began reading through the content. The profile contained basic information, my date of birth, my height, weight, and so forth. There was one thing that specifically caught my eye. The words, reserve course student. There was no denying it. He confirmed that I truly was a reserve course student from the reserve department. Why is this the only thing that isn't a lie? Why? Why am I the only one here who's from the reserve department? I wasn't here. Where was the book? Oh, Nagito got the book as part of a prize when he defeated the final dead room. Because he did, like, hard mode Russian roulette with, like, all bullets except one in the chamber. So as a prize, Monokuma gave him the file from Hope's Peak Academy, and that's how he got that information. And he started acting very weird after that one. Truth hurts more than the lie. Yeah. Oof. Poor Hajime. I was hoping, like he was, like, Nagito was lying and he's got an ability. Like, maybe not something, like, big, but something. Why? Why am I here with all the other ultimates?
Hey.
Hajime, did something happen?
Oh, well, I just found a strange file.
Oh, isn't that the special prize Nagito received when he cleared the final dead room? As I recall, your student profile should be in there.
It's not just my profile. The profiles of everyone on this island are in here too. Nagito was lying.
Huh? When you say everyone, do you mean everyone?
Yeah. It's just basic information, but there should be profiles for all 16 of us.
Can I take a look at that file?
Chiaki leaned against me and peered into the file. Oh, she's so cute.
You're right. My profile is really in here. But unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any details.
Details?
All of them, huh? You know what? I'd be curious. Like, there's some of these I want to look at.
Details about our missing memories.
Yeah.
Information about the time we spent at Hope's Peak Academy. If it's not written in there, these profiles might have been written before we entered the academy.
And it's impossible to obtain new clues from them.
Yeah, seems like it.
Hold on.
Huh?
What happened? I just noticed something. I just noticed it right now, but...
The file. His name isn't in there, right?
I'm guessing this is Nagito. Nagito's not in there. Soda want to check Sonia's info for sure.
There's supposed to be 16 names worth of profiles, but his name is the only one missing, right?
Who are you talking about?
Byakuya. I'm talking
Oh.
about Byakuya Togami.
Ooh. Interesting.
Look carefully. No matter where I look, I don't see his name anywhere.
Oh, Byakuya, what are you doing, buddy? The truth comes out. Oh.
No way!
I think Monokuma heard me going, hoo hoo hoo. He did his own. So what if a name isn't written in that file? Perhaps based on that, you think he might be the traitor? No, it's not just because his name isn't written in here. That's not the only reason I think he's suspicious. He also looks totally different. He participated in the Killing School Life at Hope's Peak Academy, right? The first game. For someone like him to be in a similar situation on this island, no matter what, it's definitely suspicious. Well, it pains me to say this, but what you're saying about the missing name and about the Killing School Life, it's totally wrong. There's a completely different reason. A different reason?
You're getting
How
all
should I
riled
put
up.
this? You guys have been getting all worked up about that Byakuya for no reason. Man, that was a fake, wasn't it? I friggin' knew it, that wasn't really Byakuya. Oh, the first game can't be important, especially not in a series. Well, it could be like an anthology thing, whole new set of circumstances. Which means the great mystery that you think surrounds that Byakuya doesn't exist. You're basing it on one person's cheap speculation. What do you mean? You don't have to ask me that. You'd know the answer just by looking through those profiles, right? My eyes turned back to the file. One by one, I started flipping through the pages and confirming the names. Ultimate imposter? What? And suddenly I came across a page that was filled with question marks. Every section was filled with question marks. It could barely be considered a student profile. On that page, I was only able to confirm one thing. Ultimate imposter? Yes, finally, Carbman is here, ultimate impasta. That's Byakuya's true identity. True identity. He was a fake that was pretending to be the ultimate affluent progeny Byakuya Togami. I friggin' knew it that it wasn't him. Kay and I were making jokes about pasta back in episode 1. A fake?
Hey,
The fact that his profile is filled with question marks isn't a mistake or an oversight. Surprisingly enough, that's the correct information regarding him. The ultimate imposter has no name, no permanent address, and even his age and gender is unknown. But you're calling him a he. Nani? Basically, he doesn't exist. Because he doesn't exist, he's also able to exist as anybody. That's his talent, though I'm not jealous of that at all. That person wasn't really Byakuya Togami?
Perhaps.
Is that why he was so much fatter compared to when he was involved in the Killing School Life? See, I attributed it at first to the trauma. Like, the first game, there was a lot of trauma.
so
If you wanted to eat your feelings and forget about it, I would not blame you. His physique doesn't affect his ability to fool others at all. Real imposters are skilled like that. Have you ever seen the movie Catch Me If You Can? But what was the purpose of him being here? Well, I guess he was an ultimate, but he just took on the identity of somebody else, and it just happened to be somebody that we knew from the first game. Like, he's still dead. The more you talk to Byakuya when making friends with him, he mentions things about having a truth that he has trouble talking about. That is true, and we assumed he was talking about the events of the first game, but it wasn't it. He's an imposter. And that he loves fast food because of its consistency. Which, yeah, admittedly, if I'd gotten that far on his social link, yeah, I would have been able to tell that, like, Byakuya didn't give a shit about food. He did not care about fast food. The only person who cared about food in that game was Hina, and she cared about donuts. Just like Chapter 1, Junko was an imposter. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna happen, personally. But I wasn't sure. I thought maybe it was gonna fit into the bigger scheme of things, but this just seems like an interesting aside. I don't know if this is gonna tie back. Then he was lying to us the whole time?
But still.
But he couldn't help it. What? Why couldn't he help it?
Oh.
'Cause that was his talent. Well, having talent means you're also bound to that talent. The moment you obtain talent, your way of life has already been chosen for you. You can't do anything else except rely on that talent. Unless you're like Leon and you decide baseball's stupid and I want to be a musician so I can impress a girl. Regardless of whether you want that life or not. In that case, compared to the other Ultimates, your life might be a bit more liberating. What the hell?
Anyway.
Ahem. Anyway, I'm not happy that you guys fell for a scam that I had nothing to do with.
That's right.
So I'll tell you straight up, this revelation about Byakuya is exactly the truth. Then, what was he trying to say to me at that time? I cannot talk to others about my past. I suspect that my skeptical nature is partly to blame. Distrusting others and being distrusted in turn, for a long time my life has been a living hell. Based on the context, if I had to guess.
No.
Maybe he was just complaining that he was cursed to wander the earth as nothing more than a fraud. But if you guys had your school memories, you never would have been betrayed in the first place. I mean, it'd be different if you were meeting him for the first time. But since you guys went to Hope's Peak Academy, you should have known about the ultimate imposter already. We had our memories wiped. Come on, Monokuma, give us a break. So in the end, it all leads back to memory loss. I mean, regardless of his pasta, he did try to help you guys. He did. He did, honestly. He's like, I'm gonna be the leader. Nobody's gonna die. We got this. He tried. Geez, the Future Foundation sure is awful. There's no way you should ignore Monami or the traitor. Who is it? Who's the traitor? Just from looking at these 16 profiles, I still wouldn't know who's from the Future Foundation. Is there really someone like that? No one's gonna die. Famous last words. Oh, especially at the beginning of a Danganronpa game. Famous last words.
Of course.
Well, obviously you wouldn't know. I made that file so you guys couldn't find out. So it's just as I thought. You're the one who did it.
Hey.
The fact that there were 16 profiles in there is what's wrong. I mean, the traitor is a spy sent by the Future Foundation, not a student from Hope's Peak Academy. You made a fake profile for the traitor and included it in here?
Correct.
It wouldn't be fun if you figured out who the traitor was so easily, right?
Hey.
Then we can't use this file to figure out who the traitor is. That was true for Nagito too, right? Well, probably. Hope's Peak Academy file has been added. Ooh, it's dripping with despair, isn't it? You wasted your precious time on something that isn't a clue.
Are you sure about
Was that a wise decision? Time's up, you know. Time's up? Wait. Excuse me for a moment. That chime just now. So are you keeping your current answer for who you think the traitor is? Ooh. I still think it might be Sonia. I don't know.
Well, personally, I think time is. I mean, your bank account may go up and down, but time will inevitably run out, right? That's why we gotta cherish time. There is nothing more wasteful than wasting time.
Like what you're doing right now.
So, time's up.
You will find out this case. Okay, good, because the traitor thing has been going on for a while, and we haven't had a resolution yet. And admittedly, it's something that they kind of wrapped up fairly quickly in the first game. Like, they didn't drag it out very long. Qua gave it away. The traitor is Will. Oh, wait.
We will begin the last class trial. So please gather at Monokuma Rock.
Ah!
I'll see you soon.
Damn you, bear. The last class trial? He said that, right? He said last class trial?
Yep.
Yeah, I heard it too. He really did say it was the last class trial.
What do you think? Should we believe him?
Monokuma seemed anxious about the Monokuma timer earlier, right?
At the end of the game, I think we still got a bit to go, but we're definitely on, like, the precipice in the last arc.
2 more days. And he said something about the killing school trip ending, right?
Based on the time limit, this might definitely be the last one.
But still,
But I can't imagine that it's the real end. I think Monokuma's real plan might be just beyond that.
His real plan? Is Monokuma still planning to make us do something? What could it be? Maybe, after putting us through all this, he's planning to kill the remaining survivors all at once?
well,
But still, it's also not a good idea to think about it too much. I think we should focus on the class trial that's waiting for us.
You're right. The class trial for Nagito's murder. We're pretty screwed. I haven't collected my thoughts because we were so focused on this file. Can't trust that bear. Absolutely cannot trust that bear. I still can't see who killed Nagito.
but still,
Well, you don't have to worry so much.
right?
I mean, we're not fighting this alone, you know?
You're right. You're absolutely right. We're not alone. Even if it's a mystery that can't be solved alone, as long as everyone cooperates and works together. Even though there is a traitor among us. Got the no trust bear part a while ago. Yeah. Yeah, if we do that, things will turn out fine. Right? Alright. I can never remember. I think it's this way. Oh, wait. I should check on, No, Chibimi still hasn't grown. Oh, boy. Is it this way? Yeah, Monokuma Rock. Is she? Nope. Okay. I know I'll get an alert. Okay.
Damn right.
Looks like everyone's here. Huh? Is this it? Shouldn't there be more people?
Damn it.
Stop it, you're making me depressed.
So, is it going to happen again? The cruel conflict where we must doubt our friends.
But once we're through with this, we can go back, right? That Monokuma bastard said so, didn't he? He said this is the last class trial.
Damn it.
We've been tricked every step of the way. There's no way I can believe that so easily.
Of course not.
Why can't you believe it? The guy's making us do all this. The guy making us do all this is the one saying it, you know?
You know.
That's
right?
why I'll definitely survive. If we can really go home after we deal with this class trial, I'll definitely find out who the killer is. No matter what, even if I have to pull out all the stops. Angry Monami? What the fuck? Why are you here?
You haven't realized it yet. That feeling of wanting to leave this island, thinking like that is what is Monokuma's trap, you know?
Huh?
Huh? What are you saying?
Got it?
There's no way Monokuma will end things here. He's planning something far worse.
Yeah, she is very serious. Ugh, stop trying to jinx us. Damn right, stupid rabbit should just shut up.
Everyone, you mustn't run away from despair.
Huh?
I have finally realized after losing my powers. I've realized that cursing your powerlessness or your fate accomplishes nothing. The possibility may be small, but as long as there's a possibility, you must face it. In order to become someone who can be proud of yourself. So I will fight.
What's her deal?
I do not really know, but she seems different from before.
Maybe she read a self-help book.
Wait.
But her eyes, she looks so determined.
You.
Why didn't you tell just by looking at those button eyes? Anyway, make sure you turn off Minimaru. It'd be annoying if you started talking during the trial. Fine.
But still,
Somehow, I understand what Monami is saying. I think. Anyway, let's get going to the last class trial. Our bun is growing up. You're right. We need to fight as much as we can. No matter what hopeless truth awaits us in the end.
I still love that escalator. It just goes. Shoo. Okay, now the next thing we know, she's gonna lose her diaper. All right, so question for those who have played the game before. I'm not asking for spoilers. I'm mostly just asking for time. Would you say this trial lasts the usual amount of time a trial lasts? Is it a full trial? Because I could play for another hour and a bit. I'm trying to figure out my timing, just because I do have more freedom today to stay and play a bit longer. But if this is a good time to stop, then maybe I will stop here, because then we can do our two-parter next week. It's a full trial as usual. Okay. It's not a secret half trial like last time. Yeah, it's about the same as a full trial. Okay. Then maybe I might wrap it up just at the start of this trial. Just so that way we're sort of doing it a bit more contained on Monday and Tuesday night. Maybe a little bit longer, but it's about the same. Okay. Naoto won't get executed. This is the end. I kept saying those words to myself over and over within my mind. Oh, so I guess, well, maybe Hajime will get executed. Who knows? Makoto was, got executed last time. I entered Monokuma Rock. Yeah, it was a false guilty. Makoto, that's the name I meant. You were thinking of detective-esque characters and you were thinking of Naoto from Persona 4. I get it. This elevator ride. This will be the last time for this too, right? I hope so.
well,
Let's worry about things after we've finished.
You are right.
More importantly, we must focus on the class trial before us.
I just love it if Akane turns around and goes, "Oh, hey guys, by the way, I'm the traitor. Let's go." The killer managed to kill someone like Nagito. There's no way this is gonna go smoothly. I mean, I still can't believe one of us was able to do that. Nagito was problematic in many ways, but he was also a valuable asset during the trials. Yeah, you're right. In fact, during the Funhouse ordeal, we were completely dependent on him. But even if he's gone, the ones who have survived need to stand and fight. We must fight. Dinner's ready, and then the door slowly opened. This bright light greeting us. Is that the light of hope? Or the light of despair? Well then, now that chatterbox Nagito is gone, there are only 6 of you left. Enough, just fucking start this already. Hey, this is it, right? This is really the last class trial, right? That's a big iPad. Oh, I didn't see. Yep, it sure is. So, you gotta show some enthusiasm and make sure you give it your all.
All right.
Didn't I tell you? He said it. This is the end.
Now then.
Now then, let's get this trial started.
Viva killing!
This is the last class trial. Let's show some enthusiasm and kill each other. This is the 5th class trial. According to Monokuma, this is also the last class trial. That curtain is about to rise. Nagito Komeda, the ultimate lucky student. When I first met him, I thought he was a nice guy. He came across as very sociable. But his true nature held such a demented thought process that was nothing like his outward appearance. He said he believed in hope more than anything else. He said he was yearning for a powerful hope that can overcome any despair. He said he would even help despair just to prove that hope will never lose to despair. And he said that he'd become a stepping stone for hope. His way of thinking was completely screwed up. But there were also times he saved us too. Someone like him was killed. That was the end of him. And I have no idea at all who did it, but there's no way we can end this without knowing. We will be consumed by despair. That's why we absolutely have to find out. The person who finished off Nagito. The killer who murdered Nagito. In order to return from this despair alive, we need to reach the truth. And if Monokuma says this is really the last class trial, that's all the more reason we need to do this. I miss the crazy guy gone too soon. Yeah, he was here for most of the game. And so, this life-threatening trial billowing with hope and despair, the last one, has begun. Yes, I would absolutely love to save here. Alright. Okay, so I can't... Oh, wait. It's the handbook. Alright, so I will wrap this up. Just give me a quick save, and I will let you know what's... Oh, any predictions about where you think the game plot is going. I will let you know in a second. Alright. Oh, here we go. Alright. Any predictions, seeing as we are close? So I still have a feeling that Sonia might still be a robot, might still be the traitor. That's the thing, they might not know it, just because from the sounds of what Monami was saying, I get the feeling they're a robot, but they've maybe been programmed not to remember they're the traitor. Like they're sending information to the Future Foundation, but they're not aware of it. I also still kind of think that this might still be the Matrix, because it is weird that, like, Monokuma has seized so much power so easily, just by, like, getting rid of, like, her magic wand thing. Like, I feel like there's a bit more to it than that. It doesn't feel quite right. Like, something feels wrong. I also still don't think Byakuya. I still don't think Nagito's really dead. I don't think they would kill him off at this point. While yes, there was the shock value of it, in typical Danganronpa fashion, I don't think he's actually dead. I think this might be a trick. Or maybe he wasn't supposed to die, and he did. Like, I don't know. There's a lot of theories. I sort of have an idea of what happened to him. But thoughts on World Ender and why you're here. I think if it's with Monami, she didn't want us killing each other. They wanted us trapped on this island with a multitude of resources. I think I'd said this theory earlier, and part of me still thinks it's kind of true. I think the Future Foundation brought us here to repopulate. If you're starting the world over, like they've ended the world is done, kaput, but we need to repopulate it with these super kids. And one normal kid, I guess, for whatever reason. I don't know. I think we're here for repopulation purposes, and that's what the World Ender Future Foundation is sort of aiming for here. Do you want to know if he's dead? We can tell you. Spoilers. No, don't tell me. I will find out. Why don't we press the giant reset button that's hidden under the South Pole? Yeah, we'll just restart it, start over. I mean, whatever. Like, I don't know. Like, I've got a lot of little theories kicking around, and I'm honestly not sure which one's true. Just press any key. But in any case, thank you guys so much for joining me today, doing a special little daytime stream. We got the investigation done. I've sort of got an idea of how the case went down, but I'm still not sure who did it. And I imagine we'll get some more clues as the trial starts. So I hope you will join me for the next session. It's going to be on Monday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be putting all the details on Twitter down below, so you can check it out there. If anything changes between now and then, I will let you know there. But this is going to be a rough trial, guys. This is, like, I feel like the worst ones are the ones where I had an idea going into it, because those things get ruled out, like, almost instantly. Any theory I had, it's just like, oh, that doesn't matter. No, that happened differently. And it's like, okay. It will definitely be rough. It's a wild but fun ride. Well, hey, that's what Danganronpa is all about, right? But until Monday, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you enjoy your weekend. And I hope to see you on Monday when we start the last trial, the very last trial. We're definitely not doing another one after that. This is the last one. I'll see you guys.